Yeah.
It's fine. No, don't end recording. Start stream.
If anyone, like, after we're done playing tonight just wants to chill and hang out, I'm totally down.
I'll be in the background filming TikToks and shit.
Ooh.
Honestly.
I'm gonna be passed the fuck out.
Yes.
I might
Makes
be
sense.
around. Yes, Trace. I have a phone interview tomorrow for a company called True Green. They do treatments for lawns and stuff.
Neat.
And they're offering full time with benefits. And it's in here like, I'm gonna be tired, but it's gonna be good.
Also, Paige,
Yeah.
I have caught up with Winter Soldier and Falcon.
Finale's this Friday.
Yep.
I'm well aware.
Ryan, take your time watching it, but once you watch it, we're gonna be excited to discuss it with you.
Mm-hmm.
It's only 6 episodes.
I know,
You
but
can binge it in a day.
WandaVision.
But one division, yeah, I get that.
I get
You
that.
can binge both in a day. Honestly.
You really can.
You really could.
Okay, WandaVision will take 1 day, and then Falcon and Winter Soldier will take a 2nd day.
Okay. That's fair.
Yeah.
We say a 4 day because you need breaks in between to process the shit.
Yeah. Whole last day.
That is fair. All right. I'm sending a link from 2020 of the most expensive places to rent in the world, but I'll send that to the chat. So you know.
I know Sarah's talking to Jerome, but it looks like she's talking to one of the chandeliers on her background.
You're right, it does.
No,
Also, Jerome, I love you.
Hi, Joam.
He's saying hello very quietly.
We love you.
you are loved.
They're too far away. That is true. You can come here and get dessert. He's asking me to order him a Frosty, and I'm tempted.
I want dessert
Do it.
too.
Dude, Frosties are totally worth it.
Yeah, I know. Frosties and
And you
fries.
can get-
I want Frosties
you
and
can-
fries now. I didn't even think
You
of
can
it.
get cheese fries from
Dude,
What?
DoorDash some Frosties and fries.
I think I will.
Oh,
Do it.
guys, don't.
Don't tempt me with a good time.
I've been craving a big fuck off pizza. Not just a big pizza, a big fuck off pizza. But I am broke as shit right now, and I'm just like. Ugh. However, I get paid in 4 days, and that's the first thing I'm doing.
Dude, fuck off pizza. I'll order one for myself. We can fuck off pizza together.
25. I'm okay with this.
I'm ashamed.
I stand by it.
Milan, Shanghai,
I stand by it.
Frankfurt, Stockholm. I'm not
Or-
surprised. Chicago, Stockholm, Vancouver, Dubai.
I'm hearing an echo from something.
Oh, sorry. I had the thing pulled up.
Oh, no, it's okay.
I was just trying to make sure that I wasn't echoing, but that caused me to echo.
So
That's
the
fine.
stream is up and it looks fine.
Yeah.
Amsterdam,
Sweet.
Singapore, Tokyo, Dublin. Actually, no, that's not so surprising.
Final
Awesome.
adjustment on my new setup.
New York, San Fran, Hong Kong.
It's probably fine.
Fuck me, really?
That is not fine.
I don't want to talk about it.
I'm just shocked.
Alrighty then. Are we ready to get started?
You'll
I believe so.
Alright.
Yeah.
Now. Oh, I need to change my name.
Oh, dear. Maggie's.
In that case, hey, welcome to our stream. I hope you have a good time. I am Sarah, also known as Aki Obsession, here with all of my friends. and we are going to continue our game of Humblewood. I don't really have any announcements. Does anyone else have any announcements?
No.
All the birds died in 1986 due to Reagan killing them and replacing them with spies who are now watching us. The birds work for the bourgeoisie. Don't trust them.
We are.
But I thought the bird's the word.
Promise. Yeah. So that happened. Moving on.
We laugh, but we're playing a D&D campaign where we're
Our
in.
birds work for the bourgeoisie. Yeah, I'm aware. I think it's great. So, yes.
I was going to say, quick announcement. So I'm literally just now sending Paige new art for Alaron Misfits. Just sent it now. Also, I did send Paige the Clawgoot art that I've done. So when Paige does have time to do so, there's obviously no rush. There should be some new merch for Animal Misfits soon.
Yeah. I saw the emails. I'll get to it when I can.
Like I said, hon, there's no rush. There's absolutely no rush. But I'm really proud of the art I did, and yeah, especially the most recent one. Do you mind if I do a quick screen share?
Yeah. I think it should be opened. I think I've locked it. I've made it so that it can always be open. Just double check.
Yeah. So files are taking a day and age to open. So sorry, guys. Stay with me. Sorry.
Good.
Also, if anyone is watching and in the chat, if you're having a hard time hearing me or anyone else, please let me know. As you can see, we had to drop the frame tonight just because my computer's being a butthole. So if you have any issues, please drop it in the chat so that we know.
So yeah, this is the art that I've done, and I'm really proud of it, of how it came out.
I like
That's pretty.
That'll make a cool poster.
Looks so cool.
I like your shading.
Yeah. Bear in mind, guys, this was not by pencil or drawing pad. This was all mouse and keyboard.
Damn.
We need to get you a tablet.
This is some Microsoft Paint stuff.
Brian, that's mean.
That's insane.
No. I mean, like, this is impressive.
Sure, Brian. Yeah.
You know how, like, Microsoft Paint, there'll be, like, an actual, like, fucking cheetah, like, jumping out from you, and you're like, whoa, they did this on Microsoft Paint? What? I can't even do a circle. Anyway,
Can't
sorry.
even draw a stick figure.
It was a compliment. Sorry.
Yeah, that's all I have for announcement.
Oh, brief announcement. I got my vaccine today.
Woo!
This hurts a lot.
I am hurt. I am very much hurt.
You lift your arm
Hopefully
up
not
and
in your
you're
dice rolling arm.
Ow. I also did a photo shoot today for a wonderful couple. It was a maternity photo shoot. They were a lot of fun. And it was at a beautiful fucking park that is just like the ultimate fantasy enchantment style. It's got a mansion. It's got like this weird clock tower in the middle of the. It's just like.
Oh, this is dope.
It's pretty, but I took a couple photos of a really pretty tree that should be up on the shop when I'm done dealing with the maternity photos. So, fun things coming. All right. with that in mind, does anyone want to attempt to do the recap for inspiration?
Are you
Go
bribing
for
us
it,
with
Gerald.
I was gonna say, are you bribing us right now?
If you do the recap, you get inspiration.
Is that the only way to get inspiration?
It is not the only way to get inspiration. My
Just
brain
the way, just the way today.
forgets to give out inspiration a lot.
Look, I decided to do
Vote
something
for
stupid in the last
inspiration.
session. I need an inspiration. I require, like, I need that. So, last time on Humblewood, the party arrived at the gates of the Bandit Coalition, much more fortified gates than they might have originally expected. After some careful deliberation from the people standing at the gates with bows, and Rhino and the rest of the party, kind of like, what the fuck are we gonna do? They decided to come out, take a couple people in. Those people being myself, Gallon, and Gwendolyn, as well as our dearly departed Nar, into the Bandit Coalition to have the talks that we discussed, that we were here to do. We were put into a small holding cell for a short period of time. Along the path, we saw many people from the past of, so a couple people from the past of both Gwendolyn and Gerald, as well as Gallon, since all three of them have unorthodox ties to this place and the people were within. We met our fantastic new cleric friend in these holding cells, managed to finagle them out of said holding cells with us when we left, had a standoff with Gerald's fatherly figure. Well, the entire party who met him all agreed he's a fucking asshole. And we were then taken to meet the all-powerful badass that is Benna, who was abrasive as one would expect, but decided to hear us out, and has partially agreed to a temporary ceasefire following proper negotiations with people who can get stuff done. She is not exactly enthused, but she admits that maybe fighting isn't the right for right now, but she is yet to be completely convinced. There will be future peace talks, and that is all she has agreed to thus far. The party gave impassioned speeches in order to reach this end, showing vulnerability and laying out some of their own past mistakes and misdeeds in order to give context to why they think that fighting between the Alderheart and the Coalition is not what is in the best interest of Humblewood. Ben has agreed to hear the officials out, and that the party are now guests of the Bandit Coalition for the time being. Zinzi decided to go rummaging around in the bag of rust and pulled out a boar, which she has been riding on and snuggling with since she did so, because she needed
Not
to
talk to me or my son Pumbaa ever again.
She's having a rough time. She needed a comfort animal. What appeared was a boar.
When in doubt, I just need a Hakuna Matata, okay?
And after they met their new friend, said their dear departions, said brief, since he sped off after his two, well, we can assume his two new brothers. Nar has departed the party. He is going to be here with Frey and the boys, which Frey is both excited. I think Frey is excited about, but will never admit. And as we closed last night, the majority of the party were led to and found their ways to the mess hall. However, Gerald decided to slip away to do something. And that is about where we closed off last night. We have our new party member, Shaori, and we have done what we came here to do. So now the question remains, what shall we do going forward, and where the fuck did Gerald go?
I froze for a second there, but I still heard everything. Yeah, thank you for the recap. Take your inspiration.
Yay! I'ma need that.
All right.
I don't like that game.
We jump into the local mess hall, where the majority of the party are currently have entered and sat down, having been escorted to the area by Frey, who left at the door and walked away. You guys stand out. You're unknown faces. Many of you birdfolk, which is extremely rare in these parts. But so far, other than some awkward glances and a few people walking away and sitting elsewhere, no one's bothering you.
Another question. If I remember correctly, did Galen see Gerald head off somewhere?
I think Gerald rolled a pretty high on the stealth, but I can't quite remember if you notice. But if you want, you can make a perception check to see if you notice now that he's gone.
I can't be asked to get my bag of dice out just yet, so let's say if D&D and Beyond is going to be nice to me today.
Let us hope.
Perception. Don't do me dirty. Don't do me dirty. Hey, that's a natural 20.
You're fucking gone.
Is there any way that he can kind of discern like where the fuck did he go?
You, thinking back on it, because you rolled a natural 20, you noticed that it was pretty close to having around when you left the initial interior fortress of this coalition's grounds, and he headed down a road that would have been towards the east area where living quarters used to be. It's up to you as to whether or not you think your character would discern from his own knowledge where he would have gone from there.
Okay.
You do know that aside from the loot, he is not armed because he didn't meet up with the rest of the group who had his weapons.
That is true, but still, I need to roll an impulse roll for this. Galen follows to where he is. Best guess is where he would be.
Okay. Make a investigation check with advantage. And then after that, we will come back to the two of you.
Investigation check with advantage. Come on, D&D Beyond. 23.
23?
Yep. I have a +8 to investigation.
Okay. All right. Remember that number for me.
23? Okay.
Everybody else, what are you guys doing?
Gwen would be...
Did I? What?
Oh, sorry. Gwen would be sitting near Shari, just to be like, "Hello, dear. Welcome to the group officially."
Hi. Thank you. So did I overhear right that you guys were going to go investigate the fires? Because that's what I left home to do. I'm heading that way towards the.
Oh,
I forgot the name. Sorry. Ashbarrow, I think. That's where I'm heading.
Ashboro is the name of the town that burned down.
Yeah, I'm supposed to be heading that way, I believe, to see what happened and see if I can help or restore anything. Did I hear correctly in that very awkward conversation previously that you guys were heading that way too?
I forgot. There's a plan. We already did what we were supposed to do, so where are we going next?
I have no idea. I was outside this entire time.
Okay, well, if you don't have anything to do, would you like to accompany me to the Ashbarrow to investigate the fires?
Lindsay's and Red, have you been to Shari?
Hi.
I have no complaints, just as long as I can get a stiff drink sometime soon.
I have anything for
no
that.
idea what's going on because I stayed outside because I really don't want to be here.
Yeah, I don't like it either. I'm with you on that. That's for sure.
Where's Gerald?
Where's Galen?
Sorry, we lost two
the-
birds.
The big Corvum. He left a moment ago. I don't know where, but he walked out.
Why do I feel like they're going to get into trouble?
Have to help them if they get in trouble.
Can they deal with their own troubles, and can we just leave?
I mean, technically, this is their turf, so.
I'm down with the leaving now. I've been here for like 4 or 5 days. I'm in a cell. I'm good. I want to leave.
My word. Such terrible manners they have here.
That does not sound fun at
Yeah,
all.
you're telling me.
That was
I
not
woke up to a stick to the face. I don't know what exactly it was, but
Oh, what were you doing before, if you don't mind me asking?
I think oh yeah, I was just investigating a manor that seemed very ancient, but as soon as I actually went in to investigate, like everything magically came alive around us. It was really weird. It's really cool though. Speaking of, I don't know where my friends went.
Oh no, would you like us to help you find them?
Maybe.
All right, dear. Well, I don't speak for everyone, but I wouldn't mind if you accompanied us, or vice versa.
Well, it would be a good idea to go check.
Definitely better
Yeah,
to get
probably.
Groups are more hearty in these parts of the realm.
Yeah, it's real easy to get ambushed when you're alone, unfortunately.
But seriously, should we go after the two of them?
Oh, your
I'm
friends.
going
to tuck in.
Well, I can go search for the two. You guys can go see if we can find your friends.
Sure.
Not sure if I can really go anywhere with Pumbaa with me. I'm sitting on top of the boar.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Well, I mean, if anything, it's a nice fast ride. Comfy at least.
I didn't have to even me on too.
Sorry.
God damn it.
Sorry, I
Just
had
waiting
a
for it to go all the way around.
I had a really good dinner. It's made me sleepy.
He's the best guy.
All right.
Fucking hell, okay. Zinzi's will just try to go where anyone else goes. It's just reminder she's got a big ass boar with her.
Okay. If I understood,
Red's gonna go find Gerald and Gallon if she can.
okay, and then Shari is going to try to find their friends, who I'm sure are good people. They just happened to wander off, and then you got ambushed.
Yeah. You know what? No, I'm not going to find them. They didn't stick up for me in the middle of the night. They let me get ambushed and taken by these fuckers. I look at one of the bandits that are actually sitting in the room.
Is the guard
directly?
Is the guard from the room in this like hall?
Which one? Oh, the one that you kept asking for tea?
The derpy one, yeah.
Oh, the derpy one? No, he's not there.
Okay.
The one from the cell is not in the mess hall.
Okay. Because I was gonna be like, this is a proper cup of tea, dear, and like slam it down in front of her.
Because there were two that you kept bothering about tea. One was the good old country boy.
Yep.
And the other one was the I'm not gonna talk to you and listen to your shit anymore.
Yeah.
Neither of them can be seen in the mess hall.
Okay.
Alright.
Oh, by the way, the tea time is still active, Keelan. I believe you were the one who drank it with me.
Yes, I will reread what it means.
It's pretty cool. Pretty cool.
Alright. Give me 1 second. Yeah. Alright. So. Yeah, so. Gerald. You left the group and you started heading down some of the worn cobblestone streets built into this fortress. That mixed feeling of nostalgia and stress bubbling up as you're traveling through these well-known streets to you. And you start heading towards where you grew up, that ragged fucking tent. And as you're heading in that direction, make a investigation check for me.
Uh, 18.
18?
Yep.
I mean, it has changed here a lot as you're walking by. It's more built. It seems more like a town than an old camp that it kind of was before. Homes have been built. There's parts of the street where it's been turned into training grounds, shops. There's even a blacksmith now. Stuff that didn't exist before. And you get to where your home was, and instead of a tent, there is a shack. Something has been built there.
Do I notice anything about the shack? Like, is it like, are there people around it? Is it more raggedy than the other buildings?
It seems more like a like a shed. It's not really occupied. Just built into the space. You see people passing by, and they seem to actually be giving you more attention than any of the buildings or than that particular space. No one seems to be avoiding it. No one seems to be looking at it funny. It's a shed.
I take a peek inside just to be like,
Okay.
I would rather have this than the tent. Damn.
All right, I mean, it doesn't even really have much of a door on it. You walk in, and there's a collection of gardening tools. Really, this looks like a shed. It's very different. It's abrupt. It's unexpected. You came in with this sense of nostalgia and just realized that whatever life you had before, it's just gone.
You'll leave the shed and sort of look around at what is now like more of a town.
As you step out of that shed and look around, this is when Galen manages to catch up to you.
I can see
No,
the face he just making.
he legit has this look.
Face. It's like, look, I had to see it. You didn't leave the inner walls much, but he kind of looks back towards the gardening shed. This is where the tent was. This is where I grew up. Shoveled corner of a broken down fort. And now there's a shed full of gardening tools where I used to sleep. And a blacksmith. Do you know how much we would have, you remember, we would have killed to have one competent blacksmith. The one we had at least 4 broken fingers. On
At
the
any
wrong
given time.
hand. How do you break how do you break your fingers on the hammering hand?
If I remember correctly, he didn't have the right grip strength.
Apparently not. But now we have a blacksmith. I keep saying we. I can't. Just kind of rubs his head.
Gerald, you're not the one staying here.
I know. But this place didn't stop being my home. It didn't
Not
stop being
mine.
where I grew up.
Nor mine. Trust me, I don't like being back here as much as you do. However, you have to realize, Gerald, the past is past. Fuck what happened then.
I wish it was that simple.
It is. When you walk out of those doors, you take one last look at this gargantuan monument. You, and pardon the phrase, flip the bird, and you never have to look back at it again.
I'd like to believe that.
And that's
I don't think a part of me will ever be done with here while he's still alive.
Then, my good sir, that is a you problem, and only one you can solve.
Yeah.
I'm so
see, I just get-
lost. You hear from behind you.
Gerald will step and turn and look behind him.
You see behind you a rugged-looking Gerbine and a very tall servant, both armed, both looking you guys up and down, obviously pissed that you're there.
In my defense, I was following him to make sure he wasn't doing anything stupid.
The fuck are you?
I used to live here. There was a tent where that shed used to stand. I was just revisiting it to see how it changed.
Make a persuasion check with disadvantage.
You have inspiration if you need it.
This is why I did today. That's not terrible. Also not terrible. Okay. Wish it was as good as my performance, but it's not. 19. I rolled a 13 and a 17. It's like, I wish I had that 7.
The Gerbine looks at you, just confused as fuck, looks up at the servant and looks back at you and goes, "The fuck you mean you lived here?"
You might be newer than I was.
Gerald, I think we better go.
Yeah. We do sort of stick out like a sore thumb out here. Not that we didn't before.
We didn't belong then, we don't belong now.
I suppose.
Besides, we need to head back because we need to let the other members of our group about what's happening.
Which
That's true.
Which reminds me, those who are looking for Galen and Gerald, make investigation checks while they continue their roleplay.
For what?
Investigation checks for looking for Gerald and Galen.
Investigation.
Investigation.
They're adults. They're fine.
Ah, that's
Oh, I need. I should have my character sheet open.
Probably best.
Probably, maybe. Just love it.
Yeah, I'm so prepared.
So prepared.
Investigation, you
But-
say.
Also, Galen.
7.
7?
Yeah.
Okay, and Red, what did you say?
8.
8? Cool. And Gerald and Galen, just make perception checks for me.
Sure.
Hold on. If tea time is still active, if I remember
Red
correctly.
and Zinzi's.
21.
Find them.
The
21?
boy is more interesting.
The tea time gives you advantage on perception and intelligence checks, as well as initiative.
Perception and investigation, so it says, and for perception, 19.
Okay.
21.
Okay. Eventually, as you guys are having this conversation with these two disgruntled, confused, angry-looking bandits, you see Frey coming up out of the side of your eye. And she comes up and goes, "Oh, fuck off, you two. They're guests." And the two of them look at each other, look at you, and start to walk off. And Frey's just like, "And here I thought I left you at the mess hall."
Well, you know me. I can't stay in one place very long. Look, yes, I'm an idiot. We've established that. He kind of motions back towards the shed. That's where they kept me. I grew up in this little corner. Now there's a shed where there once was my bed. And a blacksmith. That's crazy. I'm still not over the blacksmith.
A lot lot has changed in these few years. You might need these as you walk around. And she hands you each a, like a necklace, amulet, the thing. Do you look at the amulet at all?
Yeah, I'm gonna look.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look the fuck out of this amulet.
You look at the amulet, and it's a rose insignia that kind of matches the one that she has on the hilt of her sword. That pommel design looks like it was designed after this particular emblem.
Okay.
Interesting.
Galen will look back to Gerald. Back to the mess hall, please.
I don't want to run to die all by myself. Might drop a meteor on his head.
Let's not.
I'm kidding.
Are you really?
I wouldn't ruin such a lovely shed.
Yeah, there it is. And Galen will literally like go shoot, shoot, go, go, go.
Yeah, he'll kind of look at the medallion, pull it around his neck.
As you do that, you notice Frey just kind of like peeks over her shoulder a little bit and goes, "As you can see, Shyla, there's nothing to be worried about. You can go now. They're friends." And you follow her eye line and you realize that she's staring at a mottled furred vulpin that has that dark fur in the front of the face that fades into the orange, dressed in like a deep green robes over top of her barely hidden armor, who's just been listening, quietly watching, and after hearing Frey say that, just kind of glares strongly at you all, and then disappears off into the shadows. Doesn't say anything.
Do I recognize this mysterious vulpin?
Make a history check. Galen, you can too.
Yeah, he will.
Ooh,
Nah,
22.
22 as well.
It's like they look at her, look at each other.
Gerald, you don't have as much reason to know this individual. She's maybe a little bit older than you are. She has been around for a long fucking time. She's been around since she was a kid. But you didn't have any reason really to associate with her. Galen, on the other hand, knew her a little bit better. The son of the previous leader, who you know his name is Crawl, was always kind of a very interesting individual. His dad was a son of a bitch. But
I'm sure they're putting it lightly.
And Crawl gained his cruelty, but also was quite inclined with manipulation, as you would expect. And he had found this particular Vulpin as a young child and saved her and raised her, and now she would do pretty much anything for him, which is interesting because he's not the one who took over the coalition.
Is Kroll still alive right now?
I mean, you have no reason to think otherwise. The Crawl is not the previous leader. The previous leader is fucking dead. Crawl's as far as you know, Crawl's probably still alive.
Okay. Galen, we're gonna go.
I have to remember the name of the previous leader because I keep fucking forgetting it.
I keep forgetting to. Call, but get him kind of like,
Chiron. Sorry.
ah, she grew up.
Face is familiar, but I didn't interact with him much.
Crawl's adopted stray.
Oh, so I don't know who'd be fun. I don't know who would be which. If I'm Barnabas's version, or she's my version, or she's Kroll's version, picking up something that didn't belong to them and raising it to be what they wanted.
I'd say they're pretty on par.
Except she stuck around.
She stuck around and certainly has Crawl's whereabouts when it comes to stealth.
I figured I'd be followed. I just didn't think it'd be someone I didn't know. Well, let's keep an eye out for her going forward. If he's still kicking around.
I'm willing to bet a lot that he is.
You need to be extra careful. I know he's not his old man, but I've heard things. Your old man didn't let me near him, as far as I remember.
Fuck.
Everything else.
Fuck this shit. Galen will say nothing and just head back to the mess hall. Keeping a keen eye on everything.
Alright, Frey's just like, so where exactly are your friends?
Probably looking for us,
We'll find him
or waiting at the mess hall. So
We'll find him on
They're
the way.
waiting. This is a big place. It's easy to get lost. Which is a great segue into Zinzi's in red. Make another investigation check.
Worst comes to worst, I can always message them.
That's better.
Yes.
13.
19.
Red, you're not really sure. You don't really see anyone you recognize. Zinzi's, you're looking around going, wait, Galen said east.
East.
This is west.
This is
We're
west.
going the wrong way.
We must turn around.
You guys
Oh god.
went this
Fucking
way.
damn it.
They were that way.
I'm sorry. We are underground, so my sense of direction is kind of off. We need
No,
to go.
it's alright. It's my fault as well.
Which is
God.
interesting, because you're not underground. You're in the mountains, though, but you're not underground.
She is not in an open meadow. This is underground.
Alright. East we go.
East. Onward, Pumbaa.
East. I thought you said east.
I write on Pumbaa's back eastward.
Okay. Gwen and Showery, what are you guys doing at this time?
Getting to know each other.
Yeah, I guess. Trying to figure out what the group is doing.
You say you're going to fight the fires?
Ashborough. Yes. Gonna go fight the fires. I heard word of it in my hometown, and my god thought it would be a good idea that I go help.
All right. Well, I might be able to convince our crew to escort you there at least.
That would be lovely. Thank you.
Hopefully, we're all in agreement. In the meantime, I'm just going to enjoy this meal and this tea. Would you like some?
Yes, please. I love a good cup of tea.
In that moment, Zindi's goes rushing by on the back of a boar.
Isn't that your friend?
With a
Oh.
slightly drunk Red follow going, could you please slow down?
I have a feeling I'm going to like them.
They grow on you.
Good. I guess we're just going to wait for the rest of the group to reconvene.
Galen, Gerald, Zinzi's, and Red, make perception checks.
It's like an episode of Scooby Doo.
What did you do? What's coming after you? Gonna solve that mystery.
19. 15.
15.
18.
Bird.
Stop it.
Wait,
was
what
that?
did you all get?
19.
Okay.
What did Galen get?
Galen's then.
15.
15. Okay. Yeah, you guys are easily able to find each other. It helps that Zinzi's is riding around on a fucking boar.
They
giant
are
boar.
stopping! Ah!
I imagine Gerald and Galen are just talking, and suddenly.
Gerald kind of turns his head like, she got in my bag. Got in my
Is that
bag.
just
I come barreling down the hallway. Tally ho!
Oh dear.
Big,
is that a ball coming after us? Please tell me I'm not seeing.
That is in fact a giant boar. It's one of the things that can come out of the bag I have.
Well, on that
The
case,
boar keeps getting closer.
well, on that case, he takes a very long stride stepwards just to go out of the way. Just oh.
I don't know how to stop.
Hold, wait, hold.
There's a crashing sound, and you hear a pig squeal, and then Zenzi goes, "I'm okay."
Oh dear.
Karen and Gerald at the same time.
These the boar
Interesting, because
slowly
you guys
walk
just
back.
hear from because you guys focus on Zinzi's riding by, and you just hear from behind you Red go, "Oh dear."
I'm like, oh no. Oh
Still
dear.
looking at Zinzi as Galen just goes. Couldn't do anything to stop her, could you, Red?
I'm afraid that if I tried, I would have just got hurt myself.
That's fair.
To be fair, who's going to go up against a giant fucking boar?
Yeah, no, not me.
Why do you think I stepped out of the way?
Zinzies!
I'm coming.
You alright?
I'm good.
You
She's
hurt?
really disheveled as she's riding the boar back.
Are you hurt?
No.
He casts prestidigitation to clean her up a little bit.
Ugh, I am. Okay, thanks. Ugh.
So who's your new friend?
Yeah, this is Pumbaa.
What do you say? When it says giant boar, how giant are we talking here?
He's big. He's very big.
I
He's
think
very,
they're
very big.
considered medium-sized creatures, or large-sized creatures. One of the two.
I
And
think
I-
boar-
That's why it's giant, so I imagine it might be large.
I'm considered small sized. I am dwarfed by this thing.
So Galen's just gonna make eye contact with his boar. Hi, Pumbaa. Well, we have a lot to talk about. And we're gonna go back to the mess hall. So feel free to follow us.
Okay.
Galen will turn to Gerald. You're staying in the mess hall until we've had this discussion.
Fine. I won't
Yep.
go wandering off again. And if
Be right
I do, you won't find. If I do, you won't realize until I'm gone. But still, I'll make an attempt to behave.
Stop dying.
I don't know why. Do you ever have that random moment where you feel that you swallowed just a very small strand of fluff and it's right at the back of your throat?
Yep.
Ugh.
It's like you don't know how. You just randomly inhale something and you're just like,
Mm-hmm. It's like that one dust particle found that one little nerve somewhere back there.
ah. And yeah, Galen will head back to the mess hall.
We'll go along with everybody.
All right, you guys start heading back to the mess hall. Frey's following.
I glare at Frey the entire time. I like sit backwards on the board and I just stare her down.
Where are you actually? Are you riding in the front of the group or are you towards the back of the group?
Yes, Big Boar leads the parade.
Okay. All right. She starts handing out the medallions to everybody so you all have one.
Yeah.
And as she goes to hand it to Zinzu, she goes, "Actually, I'd like to have a conversation with you if you don't mind."
Why?
Can't I afford a little bit of trust at this point?
No.
Fair enough. I just wanted a conversation in private. It won't take a moment.
Pumbaa's coming with me.
That's fine.
Again, who's going to argue with a boar?
Bitch.
Hold on.
Zinzi's will to the group.
I'll catch up with you guys.
By the way, Galen said that out loud. Just who's going to argue with a boar? And yeah, Galen will continue heading to the mess hall.
Probably a druid.
I don't have polymorphs, so that would have been hilarious though. Charging boar, click, bunny.
Or maybe a meerkat.
Or chicken.
It's like hey from Moana. I have to say that's one of Alan Tudyk's best performances.
I just
So
love
that-
how much he broke down as he was doing that. He's just like, I went to fucking Juilliard.
He's just like they're like filming him doing chicken noises. He just kind of looks up disheveled to the camera. I went to Juilliard. I graduated from Juilliard. Bah!
It's very much a Markiplier moment of I could have been an engineer.
Okay, but like imagine the bank he made just voicing a chicken.
Oh yeah, he uses a lot of like animals. That like if we need this animal that isn't going to speak but needs a personality. You,
Alan, get in here.
What we call being. It's called being a performer whore.
Okay, but like
you do anything.
Like
to
how every
get money.
Pixar movie has John Ratzenberger in it. Every Disney animated movie has Alan Tudyk in it now.
Its own show about being an alien.
Yes, Resident Alien. I was actually about to ask about if you all had seen that. It's an amazing show.
It's pretty funny and dark, but also funny.
Yes. Incredibly dark, incredibly funny, and incredibly cringy at times.
Yeah.
All right, so my attempted murderer is trying to talk to me.
Yes.
Give me 1 second because Wendy's didn't want to let me order anything, and I'm hoping it now will.
God damn it, Wendy's.
Oh yeah,
Wendy's-
there's certain time frames where Grandpa and DoorDash won't let you order because it's like the peak hour, so they don't want to add on other stuff.
Well, wasn't even that. It was different apps are saying that it's closed. But other apps are not saying that it's closed. They're still accepting orders. So I have to get this fast so that it'll still accept an order. There we go. All right, so, yeah. So she pulls you aside. Do you follow her?
Reluctantly.
Okay. So she pulls you to the side, and do you get off the boar, or are you
No.
just going to stay on the?
I'm gonna stay on the boar.
All right.
I'm in my safe space.
All right. So she looks at you and goes, "Look, we obviously got off on the wrong foot.
Obviously.
Didn't exactly meet each other at our best, I'm sure.
Really?
I get a little angry when people are slaughtering those under my command. What can I say? And when I get a little angry, I lash out with poisoned blades.
Maybe you should have chosen a different profession.
What I'm trying to say is I actually am quite sorry. Turns out you actually give a shit, which is rare these days. She's going to reach into her pouch and start fiddling around for a little bit, but watching you warily because you don't trust her. And then she takes something out and throws it at you. Are you going to try and catch it?
I'm gonna try and deflect it because I'm very fucking defensive right now.
Okay.
I don't trust her.
Make a dexterity check.
$15.
All right, yeah, you are able to deflect it. And it hits the ground, and you hear a little ting, ting, ting. And she goes, "Oh, for goodness sake, it's not a bomb." And goes over and picks it up and holds it out like, "Here." And is trying to.
What is she
offer it.
holding?
Make a perception check.
A thermonuclear detonator.
18.
18. Okay. You look it over, and it appears to be. It's interesting. It's a little charm. It looks like a small oval chain almost that's covered in runes, with tassels hanging off of the bottom of it. And she's just holding out and goes, "It was my brother's. We went through great pains to find it again after everything that had happened. But if anyone could make use of it again, I'm sure it's you all. I owe you at least this much."
Okay, so the logical side of me understands that I need to take this, but the bitch side of me wants to bitch her out and refuse it. Can you see my dilemma right now?
I mean, you can make an insight check, or you can make an impulse roll. It's up to you.
I will insight check her.
Okay.
Still don't trust her. 5!
She is hard to read in general. She seems to be genuine, but she's slippery. She's hard to read.
You honestly think saying sorry and offering me this is gonna fix everything?
No.
I had to look death in the eyes because of you. And I've not been the same since. You really think you saying sorry is gonna fix that part of me? Because it's never going to be fixed.
I know. And I don't think I can fix it. I don't think I can fix any of it. This is all I got.
Roll something.
Why do you want me to be nice to her? Fucking hate my dice.
Cindy's will very hesitantly take the charm from her, but she won't say a thing.
Okay. And I know none of this was your plan, but still, thank you. I'm back with my kids.
Don't thank me. Thank the rest of the party. I had nothing to do with this.
I know it wasn't your intent. It's still appreciated. Well, I'm going to get out of your hair and let you spend time without dealing with the one who you despise so much. And she turns around and leaves.
I hate feeling like a bitch, but I don't like her.
You can add Veiled Charm to your inventory.
Okay. Let me add that real quick.
It'll appear as, it's a homebrew, and it'll appear as Weapon Charms.
Got it.
Veiled Charm.
I got it. I got it. I'm gonna head back to the group as I'm reading over this.
Okay. What are the rest of you doing?
Did Gwen see this happen?
I mean, you saw them disappear around the corner, but you would not have been seeing the conversation.
Okay.
Now we're
But-
still sitting on the mess hall.
I do see Zinzi's return, yes?
Well, at this point, she's still having that conversation, I would say. I'm letting you guys roleplay out
Okay.
what is happening in the meantime.
Gwen's just kind of keeping an eye in that direction, and then making small talk with Shari. Has everyone else come back?
Yes, everyone else has come back.
Dears?
And
Oh, fine.
Galen has been given 2 charms, one for Gwendolyn and one for Shari, by the way.
Oh, okay, yeah. I'll
Yeah, he'll.
So Shari here was saying that they need to go to Ashwood, Ashbranch,
Ashborough.
Ashborough. Oh, where's my
Yes.
brain these days? Perhaps we could escort them there. Would that work for you guys?
That's completely on the other side of the world.
I'm out there. You're getting drunk.
This is them role-playing what was happening while you were in your conversation with Frey, and then you can jump in when they're done. I'm sorry. I'm trying to make
Somebody
it
tell me that next time, please. I feel like an idiot now.
No. I didn't know if I had said it loud enough before. I apologize.
Not an idiot. You were reading the charm thing.
Yeah.
It is cool. Well, it's a trek for you guys, but
Yeah, I was sent to help with the fires. I heard a great fire was raging in that direction.
I'll talk to Benno about it. After that, Gannon's just gonna stay silent and until Zinzis get back. I would say because Gerald, Shari, and Gwen were there for the conversation, they know what Galen is going to be doing. However, Red does not. Red, you definitely see Galen looks like there was something on his mind, and he's just waiting to say it.
He's gay. Don't forget.
I'll say this is probably when Zinzi's finally comes back and joins in the conversation.
How did your talk go?
Lindsay's will just hold up the weapons charm she was given.
Hmm.
I'm guessing this is supposed to be some sort of peace offering from her.
Does Gerald recognize that bit?
I don't see why you would.
Well, something that her brother wore. I didn't really see.
But
Yeah.
but I mean, it's not like you're.
I saw them from a distance more than anything.
Yeah.
The only one I actually had any actual interaction with was Prey.
Right, and even that was few and far between. So.
Yeah. Okay. So I double check.
Well, take it as a good. I would say take it as a good thing. I have something to tell you, Red and Zinzies.
All right.
So the negotiations were near enough successful. The coalition will engage in a ceasefire of all their activities until further negotiations. But there was a condition.
What condition?
I'm staying behind.
What for?
Basically, I'm staying behind to make sure that they don't act out of line. And then that's basically the signal for the council to use any means necessary to do what they must. While I'm here, they're going to keep it under wraps.
What are we going to do without your twitchy anxiousness?
There are plenty of twitchy and anxious people out there. You'll find someone to fill in my spot.
She does the whole like punch on the arm thing.
All right, how many points of damage should I take? Because I is
It's not
squishy.
hard. It's not hard.
But I'm thinking I can also do some good here.
Although I don't quite agree with it, I do understand.
Okay, then we'll look to Zinzi's. Your thoughts?
Don't get yourself killed.
I can say the same about you. And he takes out a couple of books. And basically they're the books that he learned Draconic and Sylvan. Here. To continue your learning.
Thank you.
Just keep that thing in tune, yeah?
I'll try my best to.
This isn't a goodbye. So see you soon.
We better see you again.
Oh. Let me put it this way. If I die, you guys get to burn the place down.
Oh, I do hope it doesn't come to that.
And if you die and that one is responsible.
I hope it doesn't come to that, but also if it does, I get to cast the first match.
Yes, but if that one is responsible, Galen, I'll give him a few for you.
If that one is responsible, trust me, he's not going to get me without a few for myself.
Mess up his face. He hates that.
Oh, I know. He's very vain about it.
which is odd given him, but we all have our flaws. Aside from him being a raging bastard.
Galen will turn to Gwen. I'm gonna miss your tea.
Oh, that reminds me. And she pulls out just a few satchels that she has of tea. I wanted to share these with you, but since you must depart, please think of me when you enjoy them.
How can I forget any of you?
Oh. Come now,
And
it's
Galen will take out this very ornate leather-bound hardback book, flip through it, tear a few pages out, and give them to Gwen. Some spells to help you along the way.
My heavens. She takes a bunch more tea out. Tea. Something tells me you'll need a lot of this.
Don't worry, I won't be alone. And Sunkissed comes out. I have some company.
You
I
take
think I'm going to miss you most of all.
Gwen will sort of wink at the little pseudo dragon, and then politely tap Galen on the face.
Gerald will give the little dragon his scritches. I'm very glad that I didn't leave you in that cave. You take good care of him now.
I legit thought Paige was eating popcorn.
Jeez. He's over the corner like, I'm not emotional. I'm not emotional. I'm not sad.
I'm fine. I'm fine.
Cheez-Its, I won't cry.
Shall we?
Yes.
This lot will take good care of you.
I hope so.
Just
I'll
promise
try
me
and take good care of them.
you do that. Otherwise, lightning.
No. You want to do something cheeky? I know you want to do something cheeky.
A little bit.
Do it.
Can I
We are
cast?
terrible influence. Do it.
Can I cast spiritual weapon, but in the shape of a giant shield?
Sure, for flavor.
Just for flavor.
Why not?
Wait, look, oh my god! I just thought about
seeing
doing that.
that he'll kind of go.
I give him a wink. You take care of yourself.
You guys can make perception checks real quick.
Who?
All of us?
Anyone who wants to.
Oh, sure. What
Ah!
dice?
Oh, that's the floor dice. You don't want the floor.
Yeah, I don't see nothing.
14.
15.
That is a dirty 20.
10.
Anyone over a 12 watches as those in the mess hall around you slowly move further away from the sudden display of magic.
Galen will turn to the rest of the mess hall. Yeah. And now some of you will be taking orders from me. So, what are we going to behave?
Okay, talkie now.
Make an intimidation check.
I have advantage because Corbin.
Cool one, spooky.
21.
21.
Mm-hmm.
You see a few vigorous
Yeah.
nods.
Yeah.
And a lot just go back to their food.
Aw, not so twitchy anymore.
With the right people, they helped. And it will start to give everyone, every individual one a hug, even shower.
Oh.
Big
Find,
hug.
find the clothes there.
Red gives that like crushing hug of like, damn you, like that kind of a hug.
It's like, I'm supposed to be a stone cold emotionless bitch.
Basically.
Why are you
I'm
giving
trying
me
to. She's basically like, I've drank so much so that I don't feel anything, and now that I don't have a stiff drink, this needs to stop.
Gerald will go to Galen and he'll do the sort of arm link.
Yep.
Be careful. Ooh, be careful, brother.
I will. Like I said, if not, you guys know what to do.
Oh, don't believe me. Believe me. I will absolutely go wreck that shed. This guy looks at him with a very knowing look. I will destroy the shed.
Leave the blacksmith though; they kind of need him.
Oh, of course. I'm not gonna know. It took 3 years for us to get. Took my whole life for us to get a damn blacksmith.
And again, we'll look at Zinzi's.
I'm sorry, Page's like suspicious. That's weird.
Zinzi, out of curiosity, what's your armor class?
What the
No, hold on. Like, just bear with me on this.
Hands with the squirrel who could shoot you point blank right now.
No.
16?
It is now 17 because Galen is going to give you his cloak of protection.
Oh god, how many cloaks do I have now? I already have a cloak of protection!
Oh, do you?
Oh,
Find cloaks.
Well, shit.
I'm wearing a cloak of elvenkind and a cloak of protection. That's the shit I got on loan from the council.
Actually, to be fair, I think he's going to keep it because even with the cloak of protection, his armor class is 13.
yeah, yeah.
You're gonna need all the armor class you can get.
We're gonna need that.
Yep.
Hi, Jerome.
No, it's just an awkward staring contest.
Actually, he's
I
going to
have
go.
chicken nuggets.
Nuggies.
Hi, Jerome.
Nuggies.
I would be jealous, but I just made a root beer float. So, but still, I want a frosty always.
When we meet again, let me know how the prank wars are going against Red.
Say that again.
Saying to Zinzi. When we meet again, let me know how the pranks are going against Red.
Okay, I'll let you know.
Well, and you can kind of see like Galen like, you know those faces like, it's weird for all of them to make, but you know those faces you make when you're trying to stifle crying.
Mm-hmm.
His beak's quivering.
Just
Like, are your feathers under your beak puffed up a little bit?
Technically with birds, if they're puffed out, he's relaxed. They're quite compact.
Mm.
Well, I better make myself useful around here.
Are you crying?
No, I'm out in there. It's fine.
Do us a favor. Write to us here and there.
Like I said, this isn't the last you're gonna hear of me. Someone has
I
a
hope
small
not.
penis.
And old Heron's broken.
Just look at the happy birthday. Just look at the happy birthday.
Of course,
Sarah,
I'm
come
right to
back. We love you.
And Galen will head off towards like the where Brenna would be, just to kind of like talk to him and be like, all right, what do you want me to do?
Alright, so you start heading out towards the fortress, head out of the mess hall, where Frey actually comes out from behind a building. She had obviously been waiting for you. You guys watch as Galen stops, has a brief moment of conversation that you cannot hear, and the two of them walk off deep into the fortress. No longer part of your group, but forever a friend.
A player character has left your party.
Red, you should have looted him on his way out.
Spells you gave me.
I will let you know.
Yeah, just
But yeah, on that note, guys, I'm gonna have to go because it is late. I am tired, so yeah.
it's a pleasure playing with you. I'll see you on Thursday.
Yeah.
Bro.
Bye, bro. I'll see some
See
of
you
you.
on Wednesday.
See you on Wednesday, and I'll see some of you on Thursday as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
And sad now.
And sad now.
Oh, I barely knew him, but
Do we want to take a few minute break to process
Yeah.
the leaving?
I think
Yeah.
everyone else does.
Yeah.
Alright, we'll take a 5-minute break. Anyone who's at home gets to sit and stare at our lovely faces because I don't feel like putting a standby screen up. But we go take a break. So
And they at least get to look at my Helen.
Alan, I miss Helen so much.
Oh, thank you. I love Helen too.
She was amazing.
She was.
Oh my god, I just had a thought. For
Uh-oh, those
who
are dangerous.
play in Idrisil, imagine if Helen met Lethe. That would be interesting. That would be a very interesting one.
I don't know who that is, but I'm curious.
Oh, Lethe is my hyper flirtatious bard.
Oh yeah, they get along wonderfully.
Mm-hmm. This is the one that fucked a princess in like the 3rd or 4th session. So, like they had a nice dinner, and that was enough.
Hey, sometimes all you need.
Oh man. Every now and then, my mind wants to like link up certain characters that I've had, or just different characters from different campaigns. Like the Chaos Children in Pandor just need their own story.
Yeah. It's so easy to just daydream about side shots.
Oh yeah, 100%.
I've been thinking about one recently. So remember that battle with Helen's dad?
Yes.
that could have gone extremely differently
Yup.
if he did not say the things that he had said. Helen was right there about to switch sides.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah. Uh-huh.
That would have been very interesting.
Yeah, that was Helen's goal up to that point, was to meet her father, join him, and become extremely strong. Yeah, it did not turn out that way.
No, not at all.
He was a bitch.
He deserved it.
Oh yes, and now she has another reason to become more powerful. Kill the bitch.
One of the things that I love about DMing is the cinematic stories that I have in my head, especially when it comes to like what is happening after, like, while all of this is taking place. This is not the only thing that's happening. So other NPCs that you guys have met, people that you have not met, I have their stories playing simultaneously.
Awesome.
So, like, I can cinematically see, like, what's going on, so that way when you guys run into them again, more has happened. And
yes,
my ADHD allows me to make these storylines and such in a way that it's like a movie in my head that I get to watch.
That's awesome.
I love it.
That is fucking awesome. I'm slightly envious.
Yeah, it's one of the things I love about DMing, because I get to make those stories and know that they're what's really happening.
So I made a partially regrettable purchase today. I bought my
nice.
fancy ramen bowl.
There's nothing regrettable that I see here.
Yeah, do you know why I picked this particular bowl? I have a sketch pad that has this on it.
Oh, neat.
The exact same design on a sketch pad that I use. Okay, the ones I use if it's like redder. Just like, well, I mean, and you know what they didn't have? You know what I didn't see? I was very sad about. I went up to Hot Topic, and Hot Topic for some reason had like someone, apparently a company somewhere out there somewhere, made a made cup noodles that are Ichiraku cup noodles from Naruto. But I'm like, it makes me sus, because it's like, this is a anime brand or like a non-food company brand thing of ramen. I'm just like, this sus. So, but they didn't actually have a Naruto themed ramen bowl. Sad. Who would have bought that? What have you done, Alteran? What have you done?
See, just look at the chat.
Hold on. Ramen bowl.
Do not kill
I
Red
will not.
so you can see a bird named Chicken Nugget, okay?
I said kind of.
I shared this video
Like, could you-
before.
Oh
My
my
name
god,
is
like, could
Nug.
you imagine? Could you imagine? Red accidentally passes away or something, and then the next thing you know, there's this bird who comes up and just goes, "My name is Nugget, and I'm and I'm a big fat chicken."
Somehow we've managed to transport an actual Kenku into the fucking campaign.
Oh God, yes.
And that is the character's intro. Every time that you meet them, "My name is Nugget, and I'm a big fat chicken," even though they're not a chicken.
Oh, so adorable.
Don't you dare take our delightful.
I will not.
pirate
I love Red.
Or
Red's
Nugget.
amazing so far.
She's
I
our.
love
I want to
Nugget.
see a nugget.
Red is the alcoholic aunt who's done with everyone's shit.
We're
Yeah.
gonna need to address that at some point.
I've been trying to figure out a way to get a spell to like give you alcohol.
Conjure water does not work. Believe me, we've tried. Not this party, but we've tried in a different group. Like conjure liquid. No, it's conjure
Oh.
water.
No, I just need to find an alchemy jug.
Drown people in a river of wine.
There already is one in the world. guys just haven't
Ooh.
realized it yet.
Well, I feel like I know where it might be,
Must acquire.
but I'm not allowed to go back there anymore. Oh yes, Taryn. I think I've told you about a couple of my escapades, but I'm not allowed to go into magic shops. Particularly, I'm not allowed to go to Sprinkle's Market.
Aww.
She put Sprinkle from Critical Role as a NPC who sells magic items of
That's
varying
amazing.
degrees of ridiculousness.
He's
The
pretty
trumpet
That's
gun
amazing.
that Zinzi has, she got from him. The loot of destruction on my back, I got from him. The bag of tricks that Zinzi's used to summon the boar, I got from him. And my very mundane bag of holding, I also got from him.
I should point out that he is one of the NPCs that I know what he's up to right now.
Oh boy.
Plotting Gerald's demise.
Oh no, I made him see, like I gave him great big giant snake teeth that he loved.
Yeah, you
I gave
an
him I made his little marketplace a jingle that I'm sure half of the Alderheart is singing by now. I even made him some posters. I didn't pay him a lot of gold, but I gave him a lot of other things because he's insane. And that's the only reason why I work, because he's fucking crazy. Also, to show me how the bag of tricks work, he yeeted a ball into the middle of the street. It turned into a fucking lion.
Nice.
Which I then walked to a very official meeting with the politician.
Though speaking of insane, Shauri might have just a little twitch of insane.
Oh my god.
I know.
We need to
Yeah.
talk about this. It's gonna be amazing. I love insane
Yes, we do.
characters.
Yes,
I love when
and
they're crazy.
that one shot was just perfect for it. So to
Does
set
she
that up.
occasionally go for the Emperor and just exterminatus an entire place? I don't think he did that.
We don't know yet.
Don't know. We don't know if she goes full crusade yet.
Yeah. Okay, so the night before she got knocked out is when she got insane.
She was driven mad.
So she was driven mad like 5 days ago.
So it hasn't really hit yet.
Uh-huh. That's why she was so frightened in the cell. And she's been a bit different from every moment.
This is gonna be fun.
She wasn't so much worried that, okay, I'm in a cell. She's like, I'm going to lose my fucking mind in here, and then everyone's going to die.
Maybe.
So, moving back into the game. You guys are still at the mess hall. You acquired meals. Sitting down, you've had a chance to eat. What else would you like to do for the day?
I would like to clarify that is it to the Ash Barrow that where I'm supposed to be going?
So Ash Barrow is the town that burned down.
Okay.
You were encouraged by the monks to go out into the world and see what you could do to help.
Okay. Just
now
help
it
in
doesn't-
general, not the place that had already burned down.
That place has been burned down,
Okay.
and you've been encouraged to see what you can do to help. And then if there's anything that might need to be investigated as to what may have caused, because the Scorched Grove had remained mostly quiet for a number of years, and then 2 years ago, a different town had burned down, and now Ashborough. This is bizarre.
Okay.
So.
I think I got it.
So it's less so much going to Ashbarrow itself, but that'd be a great place to start your investigation, possibly. But finding out what's happening, seeing if anyone needs any assistance, things like that.
Yeah, what's causing these fires to spread? Okay.
Gerald is keeping an eye out for anyone from the old crew.
Make a perception check.
I just kind of shared what you just said to the group about my mission.
Okay.
Because you said it much better than I did.
21.
You don't seem to see in your little group? It's pretty quiet.
It's kind of like sigh, relieved sigh, like, oh, good. No one's going to try and stab me while I'm having my food. Gerald does seem like he's trying to play it off casual, but he is noticeably on edge being here.
Anyone who wants to make an insight check to see that, they can.
Sure. Actually, let's use D&D Beyond.
Gerald,
Fuck
I
you,
don't know
Jeez.
if you're trying to hide it, then roll a deception check with disadvantage. If you are not trying to hide it, then I will set a DC.
Okay.
Red doesn't seem. She doesn't notice shit. She's like hung over at this point. She's like,
So Red doesn't notice, and what did Zinzi say?
I
didn't hear you.
Fuck!
Wrong
Too
button.
many buttons! Too many
I got
buttons!
a 9!
9? Okay.
Yeah, no, I rolled an 18 for deception.
19.
Is that a 21 or a 12?
12. I don't know if I'm mirrored or not.
You are, because it looks like a 21.
Son of a bitch.
So you got a 12. Gwen got a 19. You beat my 18.
Yeah.
So Gwen, you're the only one who seems to notice that Gerald is uncomfortable here by a lot.
He's constantly just kind of looking around.
Having met,
He's a little bit. Having met his father.
yeah, someone's gonna put two and two together and just a gentle pat on the hand if she can reach him.
Probably can. Kind of flinches a little bit, but he kind of just nods at her. I'm fine.
All right, dear. If you're not, let me know.
Yeah.
So, are we staying in the city tonight, or shall we depart? You said you needed help with Ashborough? Is that correct?
Yeah, I'm heading in that direction and would love any help or accompaniment that way. I'm trying to investigate why the fires are spreading and help anybody that I can along the way.
Well, it seems to align with us a fair amount.
A couple of eyes would be a boon for you, would they?
Yes. Yes, they would.
I am hesitant for any of us to stay in the city.
Yeah,
I
this bandit
agree.
place? Yeah, no, I don't want to be here.
Well, I do have my fancy nest charm, so we can make camp just outside if we like.
Wait, say
Yeah.
that again? You have a charm that does what?
Oh, it just creates this lovely nest about 20 or 30 feet in the air. It's
Oh,
roomy and
cool.
a good place for protection.
Oh, so before I forget, can I have my weapons, please? It's been very awkward walking around in a very dangerous place without my
Oh yeah,
weapons.
Zenzi's has all your shit.
He kind of looks at the boar.
He walks over and just unloads all your shit on you.
yeah, Red would have given Galen his stuff before he left.
Nah, keep that shit.
Yeah, Gerald will like re-equip all of his stuff, have his belt with his knives and his sword back on, like, and then he'll like look over towards Zinzi's. He can stay. He's staying until sunrise. That's when the spell wears off. I will let you hold on to the bag until then. Because I don't know if me having the bag will make him more responsive to me or not, but right now you need him more than I do.
Make an intelligence check.
Okay. Question. Oh well, that's a good roll. So 22. I rolled a 19. The
You
fuck?
know that once you release the ball from the bag, he becomes friendly to all members that you are friendly towards. So if you are the one who threw the ball, if you have the bag, as long as you're friendly to, then he considers you the friendly. So he basically just becomes like an extra person in the party. for
Okay.
a day. So you can hold on to it, and it'll still be Zinzi's buddy.
Okay. So he'll. With that, he's like, he'll still be your bud if I have the bag. I'll make sure he sticks around until his normal time. He'll like tuck that aside in his bag of holding and his cloak and all that. Sword, knives, cool. Back to being heavily armed. Now I have to re-equip. Oh, that's right. I don't have that anymore.
So,
I have to remove the captain's sword from my inventory. Sad day.
I will also throw out there. Take a few minutes to discuss with yourselves. Are you going to hang out here, see what else is here? Are you leaving right away?
Red doesn't want to stay. She wants to
I vote for leave now.
Doesn't want to stay.
Gerald, while slightly conflicted, will he'll if the party wants to go, he's not gonna say no. So he's just gonna no.
Red's ambivalent. We already did what we came here for. So she's just like, whatever
There's
you got.
also that strong tension from those around you as they look over their shoulders at you and give you sideways glances. You have the medallions, so you are untouchable, but your presence is obviously not really welcome.
Question. I ask probably Gerald, since he seems the most bandity at the moment.
That's fair.
Will these medallions keep the bandits off our backs outside this place?
These are new. These are the same sort of. There's a symbol. It's on the sword that I took from Frey, and basically has that sort of meaning. I'm not sure. It'll take time for the ceasing of activities to get to everyone out there. But we run into bandits, we'll hold them up, and one can hope.
I hope so.
Since these aren't something as common as everyone would have them. These, I imagine, are for officers and allies. I would imagine if we specifically were all handed one, and I haven't seen many others.
All right, that's good to know. Thank you.
So, if it's anyone aligned with my father, I can't guarantee the same. And we don't really need to worry about not engaging them. They're sort of free game. He kind of pauses and then looks towards Red and Zinzi's, who don't know the context of that. They're like, oh.
Red is kind of like gone at the moment. She's like, oh, my head.
Minor thing. They have met my da, at least the man who raised me, and did quite frankly a terrible job.
Lovely.
If he did a terrible job raising you, then he's not a dad.
That's fair. Granted, that's all I've only called him that by his name or bastard for most of my life. So, context, man who raised me is in fact a bastard.
Don't call him dad, just call him a bastard.
I only do it because apparently it irritates him. And that I do enjoy.
That is a good reason to call him that.
But I do think we should go before he decides to pay another visit.
Yeah, I'd like to get out of here. Although, first, is there any alcohol here? Any hole?
Make a perception check.
15?
On almost every goddamn table.
Oh, Oh, thank the gods. And she goes and like grabs at least 3 bottles.
There's a few people who are like, hey!
Sorry.
Sorry, kleptomaniac alcoholic. Bye.
She like shoves them in her bag and takes one and just goes,
Alright. You all, now equipped with your much needed vices, head out to the rest of the town and.
I thaumaturgy every door open as we walk through, by the way.
jeez.
Every door just slams open.
There are a lot of children who find it hilarious after the first initial shock.
Oh.
Mothers and fathers and just townspeople who are confused and concerned. Some soldiers who reach for their weapon at first and realize it's just the doors and just, it's a moment of chaos.
If any like little kids come by, I'll also use thaumaturgy to like make my eyes turn red with golden stars inside, and the stars are just turning.
Oh,
Just to give the kids something to look out as I'm walking by.
There's a lot of little kids, and some of them are just like as you walk by.
Gerald will take out the lute, and he will simply play. He's going to play a song on it that maybe Red has heard. It's sort of a sea shanty, but it's a pirate song. It's what it is. It's also just a regular pirate. It's a sea shanty. She may have heard reverberated by older pirates that she may have seen.
What was a ship that put to sea?
It's pretty much that.
Tea?
The weathermen come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day weathermen will take our leave and go.
We say that. Let's say that line as we exit the gate. Just like,
And the whole way, Red's like, "Oh, shit, I'll take the sugar and tea and rum." Oh.
It's like, part of her brain's like, I should have started singing before I chose.
Like,
this
I know
bottle."
this. I know this song.
Yeah, so it's not playing the lute, but he's more like smacking it to like get the percussion as they're walking. that's their exit song.
Very nice.
I will also keep an eye out to see if anyone in particular is watching us leave.
Make a perception check.
Something.
Ooh, that's
Yes,
gonna be
Gwen.
good. That's an 18 on the die. Plus,
Gwen, what was it you said?
Well, I had a question, and I also which
24.
are we going?
I figured we were heading towards the gates.
The gates that we came through, or another set of gates?
No, the big gates.
There's only one set of gates.
Okay.
There was one way in, one way out, official.
Gwen's going to use an animal messenger to just grab like a nearby sparrow or some tiny bird, and just be like, she'd like to send an animal message to Benna.
Okay.
We appreciate everything you've done for us. Here's hoping that peace will prevail. Until next time, please be safe. Gwendolyn Briarthorn.
Okay. You send that out into the world.
Mm-hmm.
It heads back towards the fortress as you guys approach the big, massive gates that you originally came through. A couple individuals look down from the giant 100-foot walls above you, and then you hear the creaking of wood as the doors are opened by the chained mechanism opening the gates, and you are led back out into the frosty mountains you originally came.
Oh, so Sarah, roll 24.
Yes. There's a lot of individuals who are just watching you leave in a wary manner. You don't particularly see anyone specifically watching you because it's you guys. I mean, there's a lot of eyes on you, but nothing that seems to jump out at you.
Hmm. Let's sort of keep on singing and playing as they make their way out. We'll take one last kind of glance back as the gates are closing.
All right. It is 2 to 3 days. I can't remember which down the mountain. But it's relatively uneventful. As you guys head out of the gates, one thing I did want to mention and completely forgot, you start to hear a loud flurry of flapping wings and raven caws as you look up and see just dozens and dozens flying out from the center fortress into the world around. It doesn't take much to guess that these are probably messenger birds to pass along information as to the differences that might be happening. Is there anything in particular as you guys are heading down the mountain that you guys want to do?
I'm still keeping an eye out.
Okay. Make 3 perception checks.
Can I guide him on those?
Sure.
Guidance to all 4, or all 3. D4.
So what is that?
A D4.
Add a D4.
Okay.
I was just gonna say, during the journey, Zenzi attaches the weapons charm to her regular revolver.
Okay. All right. So you now have that charm attached,
Mm-hmm.
and you had a chance to look through what that means.
Yeah, it turns my regular ass of revolver into a magic weapon.
Yes.
Nice.
I got 2 magical guns now, bitch.
That ignores resistances and immunities.
And immunity to non-magical attacks.
Ooh, that's nice.
Okay, I gave myself an anti-tank rifle.
Bitches love anti-tank rifles.
Use an anti-tank rifle.
Oh fuck! That's an anti-tank rifle.
When would have portent? So if you roll lower than a 16 on day 1,
Okay.
you can use 16 for that perception roll. Plus the
I had to dig through my dice bag to get up my D4. So first day's roll that +2. I didn't need it. I rolled a natural 20.
Yay!
So
Nice.
26, 22. No, 28 with the +2.
Seems to be clear. It's chilly out. First day is kind of foggy. You do see a couple patrols heading up the mountain, but they don't seem to bother you.
Cool. All right, second day of
Second, my high number was 18.
the 10. I'll take that 18.
Plus a D4. If Shirley is guiding
Yes, I'm guiding.
That's a 1, so that's so 18 plus 6 is 24, 25.
All right. 25. At the beginning of your trek, you guys start to get some snow flurries. But as you head further down the mountain, it switches to a light rain. But other than that, calm.
I'm fine. I have big hat. Big magic hat. All right. Day 3.
My high number was a 20.
You know what? I'll just take that. We'll use the D4 anyway. It's just a 1. So that is 27.
Okay. You are now at the area where it's the base of the mountain and then heading into the woods itself. For the first, as you're heading down the mountain itself, normal, fine. As you're heading into the woods, everything seems to be quiet, calm, and normal until about 20 minutes into your walk. And you start to hear, it almost sounds like creaking in the trees and leaves moving in the wind, but you don't feel any wind, and it's off to your left. And
Gerald.
getting louder, but not quickly.
Gerald will look over that direction.
You look over that direction, and with that roll that you had, you are well enough to see it almost looks like some of the trees are shifting out of the way themselves. It's strange. It's not something that you're used to seeing. And as they start to pull away, you see a huge, fuzzy, lumbering face?
Did you say cake?
Face.
Fuzzy, lumbering face.
Yep.
Faye?
Face.
Okay.
With a
Now I want cake.
towering, moving, almost pyramided pile of tree trunks
Oh my.
on it, heading in your direction.
Oh my.
Are you gonna warn
Gerald
us?
sees this. He kind of sees this. Kind of stands, kind of stops in their walk, kind of looking gobsmacked over in the like, what in the fuck is that?
Well,
At this point, you all can kind of hear it. And you see it. And it's certainly strange. I am going to screen share so you can see kind of what you see climbing through the woods. It is enormous. It is this.
oh my god.
It is a
What?
caterpillar.
Worm.
It is some kind of caterpillar that looks like it's built a giant building on its back. And the
That's
trees
that's
are
the animal Baba Yaga right there.
and the trees are moving out of its way
Hmm.
as it's heading towards you in the woods. As
You
you
look
look a little
upset?
closer, you notice that there's almost like chimney smoke coming out of the top of it.
What kind of Howl's Moving Castle bullshit is this?
This is some Baba Yaga shit right here.
I think we should move along.
Red is just gonna like back up out of its way.
Yeah, it's kind of, we're gonna move it out of its way.
I would like to try to speak with it.
This is day 3. I no longer have Pumbaa with me.
Oh no, there is no Pumbaa.
I'm going to stick with Gwen.
I have speak with bugs.
You have speak with bugs. Okay.
Literally one of my features and traits. And yeah, it doesn't.
Sorry.
So regardless of their size, so she's just gonna sort of like hobble over about like 30 feet away, and just be like, "Bug language, hello."
As you speak, this huge like this is Nausicaa Valley of the Wind level large. Bug slowly comes to a stop alongside you guys. And almost turns over in your direction and just goes, "Hey."
How are you doing today?
Okay.
Oh my god, it's a stoner bug.
Gwendolyn, by the way, is just like, that's like what you guys hear. And she just like sort of gets closer. She's like, oh, it's great. It's a beautiful day, isn't it?
Yeah. While this conversation is happening, what's everyone else doing?
She's gonna like turn to Shari and go, "What the fuck is she doing?" You're muted.
You're muted.
Sorry. I think they're communicating. And let me make sure this is what I think it is. I cast tongues on myself
You now
at third level.
understand the bug talk.
Yes.
Also, as this giant insect, or not even insect, because it's still a fucking caterpillar at this point, has pulled up next to you guys, you can see on the side of its large log cabin-esque pyramid a door with a sign above it that says Bagworm Spa.
I'm sorry.
Gwen sees this, I'm assuming?
Yeah.
Oh! Is there a spa here? Are we welcome to, enter? Do you mind?
Yeah, it is. Come on in.
Is there somebody inside that we have to talk to, or do we get to talk to you, your lovely face?
Oh, go inside.
Oh, I didn't know you spoke Bug. Sorry.
I speak all languages.
Oh, tongues. Yes, I have that spell too.
Nero's gonna like look at him.
I turned to Red. Apparently, this is a spa, and our host is inviting us inside.
No, I'm just the driver.
Driver, sorry. Thank you for correcting me. The driver has invited us in.
Fuck it.
That
Nero just walks towards the door.
Is there anything we can do before we go in?
Look. I went through some shit back there that I kept inside. I need a spa day.
Yeah. By the way,
I don't blame you, but at the same, you just gotta go. Fine.
You have no idea how hard it was to hide this from you all. I was talking to Icarus about it. I was like, you would not believe what I have planned for them.
I'm so excited.
Oh, this is amazing.
I think that we're all down. Shall we?
Yes, please. I haven't had a bath in I don't know how long.
I could use a good quill scrubbing.
Nero paused.
Absolutely. I'll lead the way.
Cindy, you alright? I know it's weird. It's very weird.
I think I'll just keep watch out here.
All right. Do you want the nest charm?
Yes, please.
Okay.
He's like, I don't want. It has a face. Why does it have a face? That's very fair. This thing has a fucking face. You're talking to it. It's got a face.
This is like some fucking getting captured by the Fae bullshit. I don't trust it.
Which now you say that, I'm like, well, wait, that means.
Well, Scanlan's feeling better. He's picking on his brothers again. Stop it!
Yay, Scanlan's feeling better. I gotta change the water after the session.
I should do ceramics.
So, everyone goes inside except for Zinzi's?
Yeah.
If you're
I don't
feeling a
trust
bit, if you're feeling a bit awkward, I can help calm your emotions.
No, thank you.
Okay, just an offer.
I just yeet myself up into the nest charm.
Okay, fine.
You watch as she just tosses it down and just like a fucking like redwood tree just grows beneath her and raises her up in the air.
I mean, yeah.
Okay, that's
By this
cool.
point, you guys would have seen the. I mean, you would have seen it, but yeah, that's
Yeah,
That's basically how it works, yeah.
yeah.
that's
It's like
that's fucking cool.
free.
That never gets old.
Nope.
All right.
That's all I want to do on the outside.
Use a bitch. Stop it.
Gwen opens the door.
Alright, so you open the door. And you all enter into, well, most of you enter into the bagworm spa. And the first thing that catches you is it's warm in here. Not a muggy warm. It's not particularly humid. It's dry, but not overbearingly dry. But it's hot in here. Hi, Alice.
Okay, I heard of the mythical bagworm. I'm gonna go to bed, but I have to ask, does this mean that you can be a moth? Like, can a player be a moth?
Actually, yes. I am.
Oh my god.
I am homebrewing some shit. Yes.
The intensity. Like, tell me.
I think you got a fish on your line.
This changes
Say,
everything.
do you no
This
longer
changes
want to be a
everything.
Corvum? Do you no longer want to be a Corvum when you join us?
If I can be a moth?
If you want to do the moth, we're gonna have some conversations because that's gonna get fun. That's gonna get interesting.
That'll be very interesting. Okay, so does that mean that you're gonna be a rosy maple moth or a Venezuelan poodle moth?
That's a great question.
Must select.
There was
Luna
also
There's so
I
many
believe the Chinese lunar moth,
Okay.
which looks like a rosy maple moth, except they have super long tails. The possibilities are endless. Or I could be those red velvet looking moths.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, they're so cute. They're so cute. We'll talk. We'll talk.
We'll talk.
After my musical.
Yeah, of
We'll
course.
talk.
Of course.
Oh my god, guys. I want to collapse into the void and not come back
I
until the show is
know.
over.
I
I want
know.
to go. I want to leave. Okay. I'm gonna go to bed. Have fun. Keep playing.
Love
Do
you.
whatever. This changes everything.
5 more days. 5 more days.
That's gonna get interesting. So, you also, as you walk in, are struck with that spa smell, that sandalwood, fresh herbs.
Ylang.
Oh, it is wonderful. It's also warm and inviting just in its atmosphere. And it is a large space. There is a staircase that has been built into the log lining. There's a floor above you, and you don't know how many more floors above that. And there is a large desk built into the side of one of the walls that comes out. And sitting behind it is a peculiar creature. It's not a Mawpock, it's not a Gerbine, it really is if a capybara met a quokka and had like a caramel hazel eyes. And it's sitting there behind the counter and just smiling at you.
Oh, hello, dear.
Oh, hello. How are we today?
Oh.
Welcome to the Bagworm Spa. What can I do for you?
Oh my god, you make Wandering Oaken. You made Wandering Oaken.
That wasn't my intention.
Like your fingers.
Are you here to see what amenities we have?
Absolutely.
Well.
You have to say it. You have to say it. Big summer blowout.
Yoo-hoo, big summer blowout. Welcome to the Bagworm Spa, the traveling spa that will get you to your destination while you enjoy our wondrous amenities. How many?
Oh.
Where exactly?
Oh, you
are
move while we're in here.
Huh?
You guys move while we're in here?
Oh yes, we'll take you to your favorite destinations as we travel. Where is your destination?
If y'all don't, I do. You don't mind if I'm heading to Ashboro.
Ashboro is one of the stops amongst the way, or at least it was until it burned to the ground. I'm sure we can still make it there. Is there anywhere else you all intend to go?
That's my destination, but what about you guys?
Hannah is having a heart attack.
So this is also a night bus, is what we're saying.
Yes! Oh!
But instead of just like a sleeping cabin bus.
It's not a night bus, it's a night spa.
Yeah.
This just about like, okay, look, this bagworm character is just
Must protect at all costs.
I wanna keep him.
Well, our companion has chosen to stay outside with a rather immovable charm. Might we stay in the area while we receive treatments?
Oh, I mean, it certainly is possible for a short time, but my friend here does certainly like to travel and doesn't always stop when I ask him to. But I can see what I can do.
Yes,
I'll poke my head out and thaumaturgy my voice a little louder so Zinzis could possibly hear it. I don't know how far up, but hey Zinzis! This is a traveling spa! Come on down, we'll get a free ride to our wherever you're heading. And I do like kind of just triple off like that.
How do you know we want to see?
Can I insight check the shopkeeper, the spa keeper? Give me just a moment. Insight check. Don't fuck me. D&D Beyond, you fuck me.
You're poking your head over the side.
Fuck you, D&D Beyond. It was a 16 and then it went to 8. So it's 15 total.
15 total?
Not bad.
Is this an evil fey creature?
Well, you don't know what he is. Like, I'll start with that. You don't really know what he is. He's a strange little thing. And
Okay,
he's
just
got,
any-
like that customer service smile that we all know. But he seems just to be genuine, nice guy.
They seem legit. Come on down.
Shari, make an Arcana check for me.
Okay. I can roll before I use that. Yeah, I'm going to use that 18 that I sent you earlier for my Invoke the Amaranth.
Okay.
Plus Arcana is 8, so 26.
Do you have Detect Good and Evil as one of your prepared spells?
Let me do a little checking.
That's suspicious.
Well,
That's weird.
this is me just offering, like, a help.
I actually do have Detect Evil and Good.
Well, you would know that if you were trying to understand this person's nature, that would be a good way to find out with that Arcana check.
Okay. I will cast Detect Evil and Good. Okay, so I don't have to pick which one. They just get to know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I will cast that on myself.
You get a good vibe.
Vibe?
Yeah.
Good vibe.
Good vibration.
There's no other
Good
way to
vibes.
word it. It's just he's got a good vibe. Like he's not
A vibe.
he's not evil.
Vibe.
Okay. Are they celestial, fey, elemental? Any of those?
What specifically does it let you detect?
For the duration, you know if there is an aberration, celestial, elemental, fey, fiend, or undead within 30 feet of you.
Well, I hope he's not dead.
I had to check on the fucking worm.
And I also know if there's a place or object within 30 feet that has been magically consecrated or desecrated.
Also, Gwen is just patiently waiting for the list of amenities.
Oh, he does actually, while this conversation happens, slide a piece of paper across the table that just lists like everything that they have, and it is a flat rate by day. So you can use all of their amenities if you are staying, and you don't get any sketch vibes from this guy or the bagworm itself.
What is the flat rate fee?
Okay.
It is, I think I worked it out to be $5 gold a night.
Oh, Gwen will pay for everyone's first day.
Oh, well, thank you, Gwen.
And you know what? A five gold tip.
So it tells you if anything's been consecrated or desecrated by magic.
Mm-hmm.
If it's aberrant, undead, celestial, fiend,
Fey,
fey,
or elemental.
I mean, you get kind of fey-like vibes from the bagworm, but it's subtle.
Okay.
Not from the innkeeper.
Okay. Well, Zinzi's the giant beetle itself seems a bit feyish, but everything else is good. Got good vibes on Detect Evil and Good. I did a spell.
Oh, I've taken care of everyone. Everyone is all sorted here, I believe.
Oh yeah, Gwen paid for our days, or at least our first day. Everyone's first day.
By the way, this is off the table. This is out of the game. But just to be clear, you guys want to go straight to Ashbarrow? You don't want to stop at the Alderheart or anywhere else?
We may want to stop at the Elderheart just to report back to the bird folk people, but we could also send a message. I mean, if we get close enough to it, Gwen
That's
can just
true.
Butterfly, go tell them what's going on.
Okay. I'm honestly asking.
Yeah. Gwen is fine if we pass it, because we can just do an animal message. But if you guys want to stop and say hi to Eliza and the kiddos and Sprinkle.
I'm not opposed to a stop or 2 or 4.
There's a good bakery there.
Ooh, I do love a good pastry.
Hey, Sarah, can you remind me to remind you about the coin?
12, 13, 14, 15 days just straight to Ash Sparrow. If you
Oof.
took the spa the whole way. It's 1. And you do pass by the Elder Heart. The Elder Heart itself is 3, 4, 5 days. The Avium is 3 days. Winton is 4 days. I'm just listing places that you guys have been, and are like reference to your characters, because the Avium you haven't been to, but it's like Gwen would know where that is.
It would be 75 gold per person if we went all the way to Ashborough in the spa. But I also don't think. Do we need to spend 15 days at a spa?
I don't think so. That's quite a vacation.
We would be puddles by the time I got out.
Yeah.
I'm so relaxed. I don't want to fight anything. Just take our lives. It's fine.
So do you guys want to have that conversation in character? Do you want to have established that conversation?
I guess right now we just need to tell the caterpillar the general direction we're going, right?
Possibly. Why don't we head to the Alder Heart first, right? That's on the way. And you guys kind of have history there. Red says that there are great pastries, so always good to stop there.
They're very delicious. You would love our friend Eliza. She's wonderful. But in the meantime, I'm ready to start relaxing.
Yeah.
So how many
Same
nights
here.
total then?
What was that?
So how many nights would that be total then?
How many to Alder Heart? You said 3?
The Alder Heart. Sure, Alder Heart is about 5. The
5.
Avium is 3.
Oh, okay, I misheard. 5-day vacation. That's not bad. That's not bad.
And don't worry, I can pay for our second night.
Oh, that's
Okay. I'll get our 3rd.
Okay.
Well, thank you so much for agreeing to stay with us for your next few days as we travel towards the Alder Heart. Now, if you don't mind, I would love to give you the tour as we head off.
Lead the way,
Come in
please.
yet, or are you still in the tree?
Oh yeah.
Still up in the tree. Shari went back inside before Zinzi's could respond, so she's just like, okay, I'll stay out here.
As the keeper starts to say that, you watch as the bagworm slowly starts to move forward. Doesn't move very quickly. It's a fucking caterpillar, but it's slowly starting to travel. What do you do?
Do I follow? Let's see.
I will say this is not something we've talked about with the charm, but if you want to will it down earlier, then you can. We'll just
It lasts 8 hours until dismissed.
yeah. So as long as it's like until it's dismissed, you can dismiss it if you choose.
Trying to make sense of my impulse roll if it means she'll follow or if she just stays there. 'Cause I rolled like just a middle roll. I'm like, that doesn't help me.
I mean, he's going slow enough, at least right now, that you could walk next to it.
That's what she's gonna do. She'll just lower the charm and just walk alongside the bagworm.
Okay. In the meantime, from behind the desk, you watch as this figure turns abruptly to the side and then seems to be hopping down some steps. And then you don't see him. And then he comes around the corner and you realize he's maybe a foot and a half tall.
Oh, you're adorable.
Okay then.
Hello.
And then he turns and goes, "This is our lobby. Please follow me and I will take you to the rest of our wonderful spa." And starts leading you guys through some of the downstairs rooms. There is... Now, even on the caterpillar, this building looked big. But now that you're inside it, it is really big. It's weird.
Is it bigger on the inside?
Kinda, yeah.
I was just about to say, is
Nice.
it bigger on the inside?
Actually, kind of, yes.
TARDIS bug!
Yeah.
There are built-in hot springs that are, you can see the steam coming through. There are steam rooms available. There are nice, cool pools areas. There is a built-in Zen garden. There are very luxurious rooms upstairs, each with their own baths for bathing if you'd rather have your own individualized bathing experience. And as you go further, there is a library upstairs filled with all sorts of books for you to peruse and sort through. And this place is decorated wonderfully. There are all sorts of trinkets and treasures just lining the walls. The fireplace, the top of it is just like shiny pretties everywhere. This is a nice place. It's a great place to go to relax. There are some sports areas, like training rooms, if you really wanted to kind of work out. There are some relaxation centers that are available to you. You guys have options. You also now realize that Zinzi's never came inside, and it feels like you're moving.
Hold on. Red's gonna open the door. Sensies!
You just see her walking alongside.
Oh, thank God.
At this point, it might be more of a jog, because you guys have been doing the tour for a while.
Red will hold her hand out.
No, you're not taking me to that Fey door. I can run.
Sensies, it's all right. Come on, look, I understand you can run and all that. I understand, but it's really nice in here. You might as well take a break.
It's something the Fey would tell you.
Do you think the Fae would be able to convince me of anything, especially when I've been drinking this?
The Fey can convince anyone.
Sensies, just please get your tail in here.
Actually, hold on. Okay, he's overhearing part of the conversation. You watch Zinzi's as, at about maybe her knee, shorter than you, but not by much, pops out this weird little rodent face, but not a gerbine, and it just smiles and goes, "Oh,
This is
hello
Uncanny
there.
Valley shit.
Oh, hello there. You're welcome to come in at any time. If you're worried about my friend here being part Fae, it's all right. He's only part Fae, and really, he's too lazy to do anything else."
I feel like she needs to make some sort of saving throw upon seeing this guy.
Charisma?
And then,
I
like,
don't
they're talking
know.
about, all of a sudden the face just pops up. Hello!
What saving throw do I make?
Charisma?
Uh,
I mean, like, what are you like? This is sketch's fuck,
Ooh,
or is it,
shoot.
oh god, he's too cute?
Okay. Well,
I
I
saw
made
that
that. I rolled a dirty 20.
Woo.
Even he's cute. He's weird.
Showery will pop her head out. It's okay, Zinzies. I suggest you come on in. And I cast suggestion.
I was about to just take Red's hand. But okay.
If she
Yeah,
was-
Red
if
still
you
has
said
her
you
hand
want to reach
outstretched
if
to
you
her.
saw that she was reaching for Red,
Yeah, nope.
okay, that's fine then.
Yeah, I take Red's hand and I enter.
Okay.
Yeah, she'll pull her in, and we'll take the bottle and like offer some.
She won't take it.
Alright.
The spa owner turns to Zinzies and goes, "Would you like the tour, dear?" Not a big talker then. All right.
I'll go on your tour, but no funny business.
What business would that be that's so funny?
Got my eyes on you.
I'm glad you joined us,
You're a
Cindy.
funny one. I like you.
Oh my god.
Me out.
And
Uh,
he will lead
She will
them-
very reluctantly go on the tour.
After the tour is finished, and you see all the things that everyone else did. There's also, by the way, I forgot to mention, a very decently stocked kitchen and a nice dining area for you guys to sit and relax in. There are some instrumentals playing, but you don't see any musical artists. Just
That well-stocked kitchen. I would like to use my what is it called? I want to become proficient in cook's utensils and then cook a huge meal. I need to figure out exactly what it's called that lets me become proficient in things.
When is gonna come out and then go relax somewhere.
okay.
Knowledge of ages. It's a channel divinity.
Okay.
Mm.
Before you guys start to disperse, don't be possessed. Sorry, my tablet started singing at me. He's going to suddenly turn around at the end of his tour and go, "By the way, I haven't had a chance to introduce myself. My name is Ormir Belindo. It is very nice to meet you."
I did not hear that at all.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, I'm glad I wasn't the only one.
It's the high voices. Mike doesn't like it. He turns around suddenly and goes, "By the way, I haven't really had a chance to introduce myself. My name is Ormir Belindo. It is nice to meet you."
Still didn't hear it.
Like just the name part we didn't hear.
Yeah, it just.
Ormir Belindo.
Oh, Mr. Belinda, pleasure to make your acquaintance.
It is wonderful to meet you too. Welcome to my spa. And if you need anything, even if it's just conversation, please feel free to find me. And he turns and heads off. You guys are free to explore. You will have next session to be a spa retreat session.
Nice.
That is where we will leave it for tonight. So keep in mind the things that you want to do, whether it's cooking or finding a place to relax. think about what you want to do while you're here. Before we return in 2 weeks, I will try to dedicate next session to the downtime. So this will be relaxing in the spa, whatever games you want to do here, and if there's time when you arrive at the Alderheart, visiting old friends or shopping or anything like that, we will try to do too. If we don't have time to add that, we'll do it in the following session.
Sounds good.
For anyone who decided to stick it out and join us, thank you for joining us. We really appreciate it. And I hope you all have a wonderful day. Remember that you can check out Turn to page 394 on Wednesdays, Fridays, yes.
And every other Monday.
And every other Monday, yes. For Outer Rim Misfits, GKC, Gem Kingdom Chronicles, and World of Pandora. I'm every other Monday on this channel. And on Thursdays we have Tales of Idrisil on NNChief_. So, thank you for joining us. I hope you had a wonderful time. Have a good night.
Bye.
Good night.